Hey everyone, Bree here from the Sewing House, and we are up to week 4 of our 2026 Valentine quilt along. We're almost there, we're in the home stretch. And today we are making these patchwork blocks. So super easy, super fun. If you have a little catching up to do from the hearts or from the stars, this is a great place to do it because we don't have any triangles to worry about here. We're just making these patchwork blocks. They go together really quick, so you should have some leftover time if you need to catch up on anything else. Or if you want to do it all later, that's fine too. Don't stress yourself out. That's the important part. All right, for this, we're doing all lowercase letter pieces today, and we are going to be using pieces A, B, and C. Super straightforward. You're going to start with your A blocks. These should be the large scale neutral prints that we cut in week 1. And these are going to be all of these solid, not pieced squares in the quilt. I'm going to start with those. Each one of those gets a piece B attached to it. Doesn't matter which side, because if you stitch it on here, oh look, we can turn it and it's going to be fine. Just make sure that edge is lined up and nice and straight on there, and stitch your 1/4 inch seam down the side. You're going to do that for all of your patchwork blocks. We are making 16 of these blocks. We should have sets like this, and you may notice some of your fabrics might be directional, like this one. These blocks do get turned every which way in the quilt. If you're the sort of person that really needs to control where everything is in there, that's totally fine. Just look at the layout in your little supplemental instructions, and you can kind of see what goes where, so you can kind of make sure that you have some blocks turned the right direction for all of your pieces. If that is not something that even occurred to you, don't worry about it. Just sew them together and they'll fall wherever they fall, and it's going to look great. So you're going to sew 16 of your A squares through 16 of your B rectangle. And then you're going to grab, should have a good size stack of the little C rectangles still. You're going to make 16 4 rectangle long strips. You can start by stitching them into pairs and then stitching those pairs together. Like that. And I would, you know what, just press that seam whichever direction is going to work for you. Press them all the same direction. Here we went ahead, if you press them towards the square, if you press them towards the rectangle, whatever, just make sure you press them really, really nicely. And you have them all the way down to that seam. You don't have any extra little pockets as you're pressing things, so that those seams are all nice and crisp. Once you have 16 of these made and 16 of these made, they just get stitched together. Now, you do want to make sure that you are stitching them so that you have the square on the bottom left side of the block. So it's going to look like this. And then the rectangles go across the top like that. If you end up with some that look like this instead, it'll be fine. You can work with it. If it's going to bother you that it doesn't look exactly like the layout in the picture, then you can take it off and switch it around. But if it ends up like this, not a big deal. We are looking for them to turn out like that. Like this. There we go. And that is all you're doing. You're making 16 of these patchwork blocks. Okay. Next week, we are going to put all of this together and talk about borders on things and making sure those are measured right. And then you're going to have a quilt top that's ready to be quilted in time for Valentine's Day. All right, we'll see you next week. I hope you're having a good time. Make sure you're posting your progress, and reach out to us if you need anything. We'll talk to you soon.